Credit Union Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. With the catch, it's Clark.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Sellers. Hit as he throws. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense was put in an awful position. If they can get a stop on 3rd down, a huge win to force the field goal. Under fire. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Lowers those pads. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man, it's Hunt. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He lets one fly deep, and he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Wiggles free. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
I understand the 4th down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. He's got it again. Just ran over it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A little screen to the running back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Running to Green. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. The Cardinals come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. The play-action fake. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Sellers. Here's a heat. Avoids, and the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He'll pull it down and run. He's past the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on 1st down. Now you've got them in 2nd in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On the run, it's Fuller. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Play fake, Sellers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Look at this guys, the offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they rolled the dice. Snake eyes.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna let it fly. Got it down the field. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Well, it's a great job by the offensive line moving to the unblocked defender and giving their quarterback a beautiful pocket to throw to there.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks.
Check. 28, 29 bounce. 28, 29, go!
They'll run with Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Clark. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throwing Sellers. Rushes on him. He's looking deep. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Brown. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Inside the 25. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinals.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Stepping to the right. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the air, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
The This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, and score.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Cardinals ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a crease, it's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 20. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Texas. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires downfield. Finds his man. It's Foley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and...
Looking for a big play. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Fires to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. The Cardinals will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Trying to run, it's Brown. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Play action, here's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And as a QB, you got to make these split-second decisions and how much mustard I put on it. Do I throw it hard? Do I lob it? Right there, you could tell he threw it hard, but too far in front of his wide receiver, and he really didn't have a chance to make that play. That's one of those I think they'll probably want back.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Louisville! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Simon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Smothers. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
On the left side, here's Coleman. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Arch is going to throw for it. Takes the easy one to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning with a play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Pocket breaking down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. There he goes to the left. Into the house. Touchdown Cardinals.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It smothers.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns want to move quickly. Arch Madness. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Back to throw. It's Manning. A shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to move the stick to Brown. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Cardinals out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing Manning. Coleman open on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown again. Finding some room. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Again, it's Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Here's Arts to throw. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Smothers. Maybe some room here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. Touchdown Longhorns! Into the end zone for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down will open up the final period. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Gets rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Going with the counter play here. There's a crease. Dragged down after working his way. And those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Manning. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 6.
Third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. One more time, it's Brown. Got a little grass. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, good team.
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Brome told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Brown running left. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. No pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Foley. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Lost a throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
All they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
suffices it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football night.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
To the air on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Buying some time. On the run, deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
The run inside. It's Jackson. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Wide open. He makes the catch. Racing to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Well, we know David talking to the coaches before the game. They wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And back to the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Trying play action. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick 6 right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
Here's Julian saying to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a third and long. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throw it, say it, looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
They'll line up to go for two. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Caught, and he's got room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisville! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From the gun. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Check. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Bubba.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and 6 yards to go. Say it. Under fire. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down, Say it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to keep this drive alive. Fights off a defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. And the Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Zayn. Bears the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on.
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Give to the running back. Moving past the 25. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down.
He's got it down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro.
Might have a chance. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the move, it's Jackson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got him. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about...
Here's a little room there. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he scored! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. Picks up the 1st down. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And this defense will start the 4th on its heels. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Hand off Isaac Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Takes it the other way. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this turning it on! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this.
Makes a grab and room to run. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Now the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got the tight end. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing, say it. using the quick game.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Motion from the wideout. Say it. Here's the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Works his way forward, has enough for the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 32.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes time and time again. You still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up on the scoreboard. You're still in the lead.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He slings it deep to the left. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. After this, it'll be a wrap. Say it. Open on the left side, it's Smith. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. field goal attempt. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team.
Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Louisville Cardinals. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach Brom told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside, it's Bishop. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Try the right side with Brown. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Cardinals look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Drills him with the stiff arm. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Gordon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility.